Hey everyone, it's Tony from XLA.com. Just want to do a short review on this new Walkera V370D01. The V370 is available in the ready-to-fly package, which includes everything you need inside this box except for 8 AA batteries for the transmitter and a wall outlet to use the included wall charger. And for the transmitter battery I'm using here is the rechargeable EMB batteries, AA size for the transmitter. Very good batteries and lots of use with these rechargeable AA batteries. So let's talk a little bit more about the contents that comes with the 370. First off, we have here is the user handbook or user manual that covers how to use the transmitter and also how to set up the mixing board on this V370D01. Up next is a nice convenient wall charger, where you guys can see here, slash balancer to charge the included 2-cell 800 milliamp battery, which should provide anywhere from 5 to, I would say, 8 minutes of flight time, depending on how aggressive you fly your helicopter. And here is a bag of tools. It comes with 2 tools. One is a plastic flathead screwdriver to make adjustments to the mixing board itself, and also a 1.5 Allen key to make adjustments to this main shaft collar right here, because over time, or even with hard landings, the collar will slip and the main gear will fall down. So it's nice that Walkera included the 1.5 Allen key to make adjustments to this main shaft collar when it comes loose. Up next is the Walkera 2403 transmitter. This is a 2.4 GHz 4-channel transmitter. You have a nice backlit LCD screen, which makes it easy to read the menu on here. So let's put some of this stuff aside and talk more about the helicopter itself. So here's the Walkera V370D01. You guys can see here, flybarless helicopter, no more flybars, which is good for beginners too, because now Walkera eliminated the flybar head right here. So when you guys do happen to crash, you have less parts and it's less time and less maintenance too, with the flybar setup. And I just want to show you guys this canopy. Walkera did a really good job with the canopy style here. They have a very nice aggressive paint scheme on here. You guys can even see right up in here, you have a chameleon kind of look to it. So that's very cool that Walkera added this to the look. It just makes it look very nice and easy to, or actually more aggressive and easy to look at. Back here is a nice convenient brushed tail motor. It helps keep the cost down and it makes this helicopter more durable too, so that's very cool. So let's take off this canopy and show you guys what's hiding underneath. So, and it's kind of locking in the bottom, so that's very good that the canopy will not fly off as you're flying your your helicopter. So up here is the 2446 receiver slash flybarless unit slash mixing board slash speed control, so it's very cool. It's an all-in-one unit. And up here, I just want to show you guys too, put the blades up. You have here is the mixing pots right here. So you can pretty much, the extend pot over here, which I'm thinking is, yep, extend pot, is what you make adjustments to how much you want your cyclic servos to move. So so either you can limit your swash throw or turn all the way up for more aggressive flying. And the 3 over here is for the gyros. You have gyros for the elevator, aileron, and the rudder. So depending on how stable you guys want this helicopter to fly, you can turn the gyros all the way up. And if you guys want to fly more aggressive, you can just turn the gains down, and that will allow the helicopter to have more of the extreme angles. And down here is the battery cage area. And I just want to show you guys too, the battery cage area has a little teeth right here where the battery just fits right in. You just push it right up in here and the battery locks in, so it will not fall off as you guys are flying your helicopter. So that's very cool. No more rubber bands or Velcro holding it on. So pretty much you guys are limited to the 2-cell 800 milliamp battery. And if you guys want to use a bigger battery pack, you would have to find a different way to mount the battery, which is probably the bad side, but the stock battery should provide plenty of flight time with this helicopter. So you guys can see here. Up next is the brushed main motor. The brushed main motor, you guys might be like, yeah, why are you still using brushed main motor? Well, it helps keep the cost down, which is good for beginners. And it should provide enough power for you guys who are just wanting to learn how to fly or even doing some sports flying. This motor should be plenty. Up next here, you guys can see the swash plate and the head. Both of these right here, it is metal, so it's very nice and durable and strong, and it's anodized red to give it that more elegant look, and it also matches the canopy. So enough of me talking about this helicopter, and let's bring it on out and show you guys how this helicopter performs, because you guys are wondering how this new flybarless fixed pitch flies. So let's go. Alright guys, we're outside, so let's plug the battery in and see how it goes. So first off, you want to turn on the transmitter, plug in the battery, and you want to have the helicopter on a nice level surface. and you wait until the transmitter initiates. So once you hear that sound, and you wait a little bit more, and then once the whole unit on the helicopter is bound to the transmitter, you will see the servos move a little bit. So now we're good to go. So let's bring it on up. And right here is just the stock settings with no adjustments yet. You guys can see it flies very cool, very good. It flies just like a regular traditional flybar helicopter, except you have no flybars. This is a good beginner's helicopter, or if you guys are stepping up from a 4-channel coaxial helicopter. Some slow pyros right here. Try to get a little aggressive. Fast forward flight. And just some tips too. Since this right here is a fixed pitch helicopter, if you guys want to turn a little bit with this helicopter, you would have to sometimes back off the throttle just a tad bit for it to turn, and then punch the throttle again, because if you guys keep the throttle too low, pretty much the helicopter will stall out of the air just like on the airplane. Let's do a climb out and show you guys the power on the stock brush motor. As you can see, plenty of power when you guys need it. So, plenty of power on the stock 370 brush motor. Some nose in for you guys. See guys how stable this thing is. As you can see, they're almost crashed it, but plenty of power to pull out. And you guys are probably wondering, how will this helicopter handle a crash? So just imagine I'm a beginner. I'm gonna fly, and let me crash right into this wall for you guys. See how it holds up. I have extra blades. Oh man, the canopy split up. Alright guys, we're back outside after that crash. I put on a brand new main blade and some tape on the bottom of the canopy. And you guys can still see right here up front, it's still cracked with me flying into the wall. And there's an ant on my hand from somewhere. So let's see if this thing flies after that crash. Spooling on up. Main shaft still looks good, very good. And that was a head-on crash right into the wall. Awesome. The main unit still works fine, nothing burnt out. Fast forward flights. And I've been flying on a stock battery before the crash and after the crash, and it's still flying, plenty of power. So you guys know that this helicopter will fly for over 5 minutes on the stock 2-cell 800 milliamp battery. Just fly it around, do some little funnels right here, or try to do some. Oh, it didn't work. The wind's kind of blowing the tail a little bit. Going for a landing. Since the wind is picking up, you guys can see with a fixed pitch helicopter, if there is wind, it tends to float more. Let me bring it on down. So there you go guys, you guys just saw the flight review of this Walkera V370D01, and I also gave you guys a real flight, test crash to see how well it holds up. I broke a blade, but like in all helicopters, when you do crash, the blades will break. But the main shaft and everything else held up very, very good. The mixing board is still, working perfectly. It did not burn out. Like with some all-in-one unit, when you do crash, the mixing board tends to burn out, but this one held up very, very good. It flies very nice with this new Flybarless unit. You can crank up the gyros to make it more stable if you're flying inside or on a calmer day. But I left it the way it was out the box with no adjustments to the mixing board or the gyros itself. So flies very good. And you can fly aggressive at the same time. You can fly slow, very stable. It is a little, the wind was picking up, so it tends to float more when you're flying in the wind, but that's a common thing with all fixed pitch helicopter. So just remember, just slowly back down on the throttle. Do not cut the throttle all the way down, because if you stop the blades, the helicopter will stall and fall out the sky. So just remember, if the helicopter wants to float a little bit higher, just slightly or slowly back off the throttle on the stick right here, just a little bit, to prevent it from climbing some more. But do not cut the throttle all the way off, guys, because it will come down like a brick. So there you go, guys. That was the flight review of this new Walkera V370D01. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for some more flight videos coming up very shortly.